everyone, it's Sabrina. Today I want to do a quick little video about what I learned my first semester of college, and it's just going to be a random video just telling you guys kind of what I learned all over the place. I haven't really organized it, but you know, we'll go with it. We'll see how it goes. So a lot of you guys were interested about college since most of you said that you were going to college next year. Some of you are already in college, some of you are just excited about college. So I decided to just film a video to let you guys know everything that I guess I did my first semester and how different college was from what I expected and how similar it was. So all of you guys know that I was really nervous when I first started college, and I made videos about it. I brought you guys along as I prepared for college, and I was really nervous about college. And the reason was because mostly it was going to be the first time I was going to be away from my family and my sister, and I am definitely a family person, you guys know that. So I really like my family. People who are like, I can't wait to just leave home, and I hate my parents, and I can't stand my house, and I don't like anybody. You know, I love them. So I wasn't one of those girls who was like, I just can't wait to leave home and be responsible and do whatever I want. I did not mind having my parents there for me and supporting me and, you know, being responsible, being the boss. So it was going to be a different change for me. I knew it was. Going to college, I would have to start making my own decisions and do my own things. Time for me to make my own mistakes and learn from them and stuff like that. So I was on my own, and I entered college with an open mind. You know what? I want to experience college to the fullest. I'm not going to shy away from hanging out with people, going to different events. I'm going to go have fun. At the same time, I really wanted to maintain my GPA and not mess that up, because a lot of people enter college and they kind of just mess up their GPA because they can't balance everything, and they end up going the wrong path. To begin college, I was really scared, as you guys know. I've been saying that. So I did not know what to expect. What happened was I would hang out with Lily, and we'd kind of do everything together for the first week of school. We did go on this retreat for the honors program, and I did get to meet more people on there. I made some friends, and it was a lot of fun, and it was just a way to get to know each other and our program to get to know each other. It was a fun outing, and we went overnight, we camped and stuff, so that was really exciting, and it was a great way to start off just the entire week. And then after that, school started. Me and Lily would hang out in our room, and we'd keep our door shut. At the beginning, we wouldn't really talk to the rest of our suite mates, and it took us a couple of days to finally get out of that shell. We didn't know how to react, I guess, because we were both really new to this, and just, you know, being on our own. So we didn't know, you know, you can open up your door and talk to people in your suite and talk to people outside and not just like hang out in your room. So that was something new for us, but we started noticing that our suite mates would keep their doors open, so we're like, okay, maybe we should keep our doors open, because we didn't really talk to them. We kind of just did our own thing and ignored them, which was really weird. I don't know why we did that, but we did. And our suite mates, whenever we talked to them about it, they thought we were like really weird, and we didn't want to talk to anybody, and we were just really quiet. But eventually, you know, we started talking to them, and we started doing things together with everybody, and all our suite would get together, we'd hang out, and we'd go do events together. We did this thing called Food Truck Friday, where we went to the food trucks. We went and we got food, and we spent some time together, and we'd go on weekends, and we'd go and see just the area and outside of the city, and go see different parts of the town that my school is in. So that was really fun. That was actually my favorite, just sightseeing. I've got obsessed with nature, and now I'm really obsessed with nature. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just love nature so much. I would rather spend my time like hiking and going outdoors than like working out indoors. I'd rather just go exploring. I love driving the car and going to different places now that I've never been to before. So kind of because of these fun adventures, my outlook changed about that. I love just going out. I love adventures, and I had a lot of fun doing that. So we would do that, and we'd go out on the weekends. This happened mostly during the first month or two of school, because school wasn't that stressful at the time. Our teachers were not yet going crazy with exams or tests or quizzes. So we had a lot of time to ourselves and just to hang out and relax. So the first couple of months were so relaxing in college. They were still, you know, a little stressful. We got a lot of homework to do, but it wasn't crazy, and our exams weren't coming up yet. So it was really nice, and we just got to know each other, and then eventually we opened up like our suite door, and we had other guests come in from around the hall. They come in, they introduced themselves, we talked to them. We became really good friends with a couple of people, and they'd come over and hang out with us, and we'd stay up all night just like talking to these people, playing games with them, offering them tea and treats, because our suite is known for the tea. It's also known for giving away like food, because we got a lot of food. So we do that, and that was so much fun. And we just spent every single night doing that and hanging out with people and just getting to know them. And I remember just how exciting it was. I was like, this is just so different from being at home, and all you do at home is kind of study or stay in your room and don't really talk to people. You don't socialize that much. So this was really exciting and new to me, and I definitely enjoyed it. Like, I could not get enough of it. And you know, I started to just like change a little bit, because a lot of you guys are really nervous about talking to people, making friends. But it's really easy, especially if you live in the dorms, your first year in college. It's super easy to make friends. You know, you just leave your door open, talk to the people will just come in and start talking to you. You can go to other people's suites if they have their door open, introduce yourself. It is really easy, and you just start opening up. And that's what I did. I started opening up. I wasn't really shy anymore. I started talking to people, and I really enjoyed myself. And I was so happy that I just broke through that shell, and it was really easy. Like, I just instantly just felt really comfortable with everybody, because we were all doing the same thing. We were all in the honors program, because this was the honors floor, particularly only for honors students. And now we all know each other on that floor. We all know each other so well, and we all became friends. It's really nice. So I like that. I feel like we have our own little group. And it's gonna be really sad leaving them and all of them next year when we all kind of move out on our own, so I'm gonna miss them. But I do hope to live with my suite mates. We became really good friends. I consider them all my best friends, and we're lucky because some suites don't get along or they don't really talk that much, but we do everything together. So I can't really imagine not living with them next year, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. They definitely did become my friends. So be open-minded about living with other people, and you know, if you're new and you're really nervous like me and you're starting a new university and you don't know anybody, you don't have like a suite mate from high school, just be open and talk to people. You'll have a lot of fun. I'm sure you'll meet someone that you can get along with, and you get along with really well, and you guys can do things together. But college is definitely a lot of fun because of that. So we had, like, for homecoming weekend, we had a lot of things happening. We had this concert that we all went to, and our suite just went to that, and that was a lot of fun. We got to dress up and listen to some rap music, even though I don't really listen to like rap music usually. It was a lot of fun. The music was good. You know, there was dancing and there was fun, and I enjoyed it. Also, football games were so much fun. Just going out and like cheering on your team and freaking out about touchdowns. That was really intense. Like, it was fun. I did not expect to have so much fun at football games. I usually only made it to halftime, because then I'd be like, okay, yep, this is boring, and then I'd leave. But you know, it was fun the first halftime, and they gave out like free like little items and stuff, so that was a lot of fun. Football games were literally the best. Homecoming week was a lot of fun because we had so many different events that we went to and did, and that was really cool, so I really enjoyed that. For the first time, I actually got to go like back road riding, I don't know, with one of my friends, and he has like a truck which is perfect for four-wheeling, dirt roads and like stuff like that. So that was really exciting. And he just took me out one day, and we went up like a really, like, just like off-roading, is that what it's called? We went off-roading, and we went up a mountain, and literally the most crazy experience of my life. I was like freaking out because I've never done that before, and it's really bumpy, and you're like climbing up steep hill, and you're like, what are we doing? We're gonna die. Like, we're gonna die. And it was crazy. I had like a shake in my hand, and I ended up like just spilling it all over myself because we were shaking like crazy just going up that hill and that mountain. But it was so much fun when we got to the top, and I was like, I couldn't breathe. I was like hyperventilating. It was intense. Like, I actually looked like I was dying because it's really scary. Like, if you've never done that before, it's kind of scary because you're like going up the steep mountain, and tons of things can go wrong. So you're just like, oh, hopefully I make it up alive. So we got to the top, and you can see like the entire view, and it was really pretty. It's definitely worth it, even though I pretty much died. I had a lot of fun doing that, so that was really exciting adventure, and I really enjoyed that. Never done anything like that before, so that was definitely new. We would go out to eat at different places. My suite mates would take me, and we'd go eat like at different restaurants, because they have really small restaurants in the city that I live in, and it was so much fun just going to like cafes, drinking your coffee, feeling like, oh my god, I'm so cool. Like, it was definitely a lot of fun just doing that in the mornings, or going out for breakfast, out for dinner. We try to do it at least once a week, and that was definitely a lot of fun, and we each got to know each other really well. We'd spend time with each other doing that. We'd go take walks down to parks. We'd work out together. Like, I just was not expecting it to be so much fun, and I was just expecting it to be a lot of work, and it was a lot of work. There was so much work. I remember on the weekdays I'd spend like literally from like the second I woke up until like 11 at night going to class and doing homework, and that was really stressful. It was very tiring, and well, it wasn't fun. The weeks weren't fun. The weekends were usually really fun because I had to do all my homework. Since you have like that block schedule, you have time to do all your homework during the week so that you don't have to worry about it on the weekend, which I recommend doing. Try to do your homework on the week and try to relax on the weekend because it's going to be really nice and you'll have more time to do fun events. I did take a lot of credits beginning college. A lot of people did not recommend taking that many credits, but most of the kids in the honors program did take about 18 credits. Like, I didn't think it would be that crazy. A lot of people said take 15, but I was like, you know, one more class, what's gonna matter? So I did end up taking a lot of credits, and I was a little bit nervous about it, so I was like, I'll probably stress myself out. But you guys know me, I'm an overachiever. I like taking tons of classes, so I did it and I survived, and it wasn't that bad actually. Most of the classes were introductions and they were pretty easy, things that I knew. This semester that's coming, which is a week away, I leave in a week and I'm really sad that I'm leaving. I don't want to leave, but I don't want to go. I am taking a lot different classes that I've never taken before, like General Chemistry 2. General Chemistry 1 was really easy because it was like 10th grade chemistry. Like, to me it was really easy. I don't know what Gen Chem 2 is like, so we'll see that. I'm taking Calc 2, never took that before. And most of these classes are going to be really new to me, so I'm kind of nervous about them. I'm taking Biology 190. I don't know if that's like biology in 9th grade. Probably not. It's probably harder. So we'll see how these classes go. I'm just going to continue to study and do my homework and stay on top of things, which I recommend you do. You need to like stay on top. If you don't stay on top in college, you can go down the wrong path. For example, there are kids, you guys know that there are parties, there's like fraternity parties, there's just like normal house parties in college, and there are kids that did not know how to balance themselves out, I guess. So what they did was they just focused mostly on parties, and they did not focus on like schoolwork and doing their homework, preparing for exams. They're just like, whatever, I'm gonna go out and party and get drunk every single night. The amount of kids that I saw getting drunk in college was so interesting to me, because literally I had never dealt with drunk people before. Neither have I seen drunk people. Like, okay, you see them like when you go out in the city or something and they're just like crazy, but you don't, I don't know, they're just like really old people. You're like, whatever. You never see like teenagers getting drunk and drinking, but yeah, they do. Oh yeah. Some of them just drink in their room, which is just, okay, like what? Like, why are you drinking? Like, they just go drink in their room, they come out like, I can't walk. So I did end up going to my first party ever while I was in college, because I had never been to one before and I really wanted to see what they were like. So I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna keep an open mind, I'm gonna go. So I went to a party. It was just like a normal party. It was like a dress up party. It was cowboys and Indians, so I decided to dress up as an Indian, since I had that look that I did last year for Halloween. So I did that, and I was pretty cute in my little Indian outfit. And so I just showed up at the party, and it was crazy. It was exactly what you guys see in movies. There was girls that were not dressed correctly. I don't know, they were pretty much naked at the party, and they were all drinking, they were drunk, they were just like, I'm so drunk, and then it was just, it was kind of like a disaster. So I was like, what am I doing here? I did not fit in. I did not feel like comfortable. I was like, I don't want to drink. This is weird. I don't like this. Like, what? So it was just like the most interesting experience ever. Literally exactly what you guys see in movies. I did not expect it to be like that. I expected it to be kind of just like low-key, maybe kind of nice. I don't know, it was a little bit crazy. This was a fraternity party, so maybe that's why it was like that, but it was very interesting, to say the least. Definitely just going taught me a lot. Like, I'd never gone, and everybody was surprised. They're like, you've never been to a party before? Like, why? I'm like, I don't know, it's not really my kind of thing. I was kind of focused on homework and school and studying in school, so I never thought about parties. I don't even know if they existed. So going to one was definitely, I don't know, I'm happy I went. Even I kind of figured out that I don't like it, and it's not something I ever want to do again. So you know, going, I realized that this is not my kind of thing, and definitely don't want to get involved or mixed into the wrong crowd. And because I did see people like spiral downwards because all they did was party and they didn't focus at all in school, so I didn't want to do that. And so So I'm happy that I went. It was definitely a new experience for me, and overall, yeah, yeah, that's what it was. It was an experience. So after that, you know, I kind of just stuck to the same things, going out with friends, doing my homework, worrying about school. What I really liked about school was that there was a block schedule, and that every other day you'd have different classes, which was really nice because you had time to do your homework for that class, and you also just had time to relax. So I would love doing that and being able to just do my homework at a leisurely pace, because I knew that I had time to do it. I wasn't like stressed out because it's due the next day, hurry up, you know, so that was really nice. For exams and quizzes, my teachers were nice enough to give us study guides or to explain to us what we'd expect would be on the exam. We'd have like PowerPoint slides we could study off of, so it wasn't like anything my high school teachers said. My high school teachers said that college would be different because our teachers wouldn't warn us about exams and quizzes or wouldn't tell us what to study. I was told what to study or what to prepare for, so I don't know what they're talking about, but at least my university keeps me informed about what I'm expecting to know for my test. So that was really nice. I wasn't stressed out about that. I wasn't like, oh no, guessing game, what will be on my exam today? It was, you know what you're gonna need to know and you should study it. So I did, and I would study a couple days ahead, sometimes a week ahead. I would not study the night before. Do not study the night before for big exams. You're screwed if you do, because it's really different. Like from high school, you really need to know your material, because these exams are huge. They make up a big portion of your grade. If you fail one, you have pretty much a 99% chance of failing the entire class. So try not to do that. Try to stay on top of your work and your exams and quizzes. So I did that. I did really focus on academics, and sometimes my friends would be social or go out and do things. I'd be like, I can't go because I need to stay and I need to study. So you have to be responsible, because people are going to want to go out and, you know, hang out and do things, but you have to set the bar. You have to know what your limit is. You have to know, like, okay, I have to do my homework. I cannot go out, and I have this huge exam. If I don't study for it now, I know that I'm gonna, you know, freak out because I won't have enough time. So just make sure that you're on top of yourself. You have to take control. You have to be responsible, which is something I was good at doing in high school. And but then again, in high school I didn't have that social pressure, which in college you definitely have. You have that pressure that everybody's talking, they're all social, and you're like sitting there all lame and study. You know, sometimes you gotta do that. And some days you'll be able to be social and have fun while others have to study. But you have to be responsible for yourself. So don't get dragged into that crowd. Just be on top of it. Really, be on top of it. That's so important in college. I also got to learn what I wanted to become this semester. Everything happened this semester. I learned more about myself and just like what my limits are, what I like to do, what I don't like to do, which was great. And I just feel more confident after this first semester of college. I feel like I know who I am now, you know, what I want, and I'm not gonna let people make my decisions for me. I'm gonna make my own decisions about my life and what I want to do with it. So make sure you do that. Don't let other people control your life, okay? That's super important. And don't let other people's opinions influence your opinions, because they're your opinions for a reason. And that is something I learned. That is something I did learn. So that was good. I learned to just be on top of myself and stick with my decisions and be proud of who I am. Also, I learned that I wanted to become a family doctor because I got to shadow a doctor who works in family medicine. I love what she's doing. She got to work with tons of people, and I realized that that's what I want to do. I did join a club, but I didn't take a part of it, so I will take a part of it next semester. I signed up now for a student clinic on campus, and I'm signing up as a volunteer. They only picked 10 volunteers, so hopefully I'll make it. Fingers crossed. I'm waiting to see their response, so I'm excited about that. So I'm trying to just prepare for medical school because that's still the route I want to take, and I want to be able to have that volunteer hours behind me. I also want to look like, you know, this is what I want to do. I love it, and this is my passion. So I'm going to try to do things that revolve around medicine and stuff like that. So that's what I did my first semester, and I'm happy. I'm really happy that I was on top of that and that I decided that, you know, this is what I want to do, and I'm so excited because I know that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And just knowing that, it just feels so fulfilling, because some kids go into college unsure of what they're going to do, not sure about their majors, and a lot of people changed, but when I went, I guess I made the right decision, and I was really happy about that. I'm just super excited, as you guys can tell, because I know about my future. I guess I really like having things planned out. You guys know that. So knowing what I want to do is just great. It's wonderful. And other than that, finals were very stressful. You guys know that I was just studying and studying, and yeah, you need to study and study, and finals are a big deal in college. They're also a big deal in high school, so yeah, I freaked out about those, but I ended up doing well in them, so that was good. I spent tons of days studying, hours studying. I didn't go out with friends. I limited myself. I was like, no, I can't go. I'm sorry, I have to study, and I'm happy that I made that choice because I ended up getting really high grades on my finals, so that was really good. And I'm happy about that. So that was my first semester of college. I learned so much. I did so much. I can't believe how fast it all went by, how much I did in just one semester, and how much just everything has changed since I've been in college, I guess. I've grown up a lot since I've gone to college, and you know, I just learned to be on my own and to take care of myself, make my own decisions, and do the right thing. And it's been really nice. So I just wanted to make this quick video, which is not quick, it's probably really long, it'll take forever to edit, but I wanted to make a video letting you guys know everything that's happened and giving you my advice because, you know, I am like you, and you're gonna go to college soon, and we've all been through this together, or we're about to go through this. So I want to give you guys my advice, my real advice about how I felt about college, and hopefully, you know, giving you guys some hope and excitement about it, and also some nerves. But I think you guys are going to have a great time. So hope you guys found this video helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and let me know what you thought about college, or if you're excited about it, and stuff like that in the comments below. I'd like to read your guys' stories. Any funny stories you have about college, let me know. And thanks again so much for watching. So I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!